I would rip the papers up and throw it in the garbage. There's no answers. And I know you tricked the fuck out of me, and tricked the fuck out of me. You'd get your own fucking way, too.
Does Jesus Christ want Tim Henderson to die?
I don't know what Jesus Christ wants for Tim Henderson. I'm sure Jesus Christ wants everybody up in heavens eventually. Yeah, that's our ultimate home. This is a temporary situation down here on the earth. We're not here forever here. Nobody is. Nobody is. But what you're thinking is gross. And gross, too.
Okay. I'm sorry to have agitated you. I'm just trying to get some answers here, so.
Well, see, you don't get answers until you give answers. Okay, so you're prying into personal peoples, and you don't get the answers. And obviously, Tim Henderson's involved in this. I can tell. He's probably giving you some stupid letters that were when we were. I don't know. But you see, if you don't respond to me, I'm not gonna respond to you. And because you can't fuck with people. You can't run and fuck around with people. They'll hate you. God, they'll hurt you.
Well, Carrie, I'm not, I'm not trying to fuck with anyone. I'm just trying to talk with you to see about what's going on. That's my intent.
But you're dealing with a very intelligent woman. I'm very smart.
I can tell that from my conversation with you. So that's why I'm trying to be as intelligent as with you.
But I'll never answer you unless you tell me where it's coming from, who gave you some stupid letter like that, where you got it from, and everything. You'll never have an answer from me. Do you understand me?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Like always, you have the right to talk to me or not talk to me, okay? But either way, I need to make a decision about this.
Who gave you some letter saying that I wanted to die? Who did that?
Well, they were outside here. And it's vague references about him dying and the desire and the need for your son to have a job at age 17.
I never saw that part.
That's all.
I have divorce papers right here
May I see those?
for Tim Henderson.
Is it okay to come over by you?
Over here. And don't come anywhere near this area here whatsoever.
Wait, what was that?
Don't come anywhere near me from
I thought
way
you
over there.
said come over to this area. That's why I questioned. I wanted to understand.
Yeah, don't come over this area. And I have not decided if you could see personal shit like this. This is, I don't even know who you are. Why the hell would I give you my personal records?
It's your decision if you want to.
You guys are so stupid. You're dealing with the high preachers here, and I'm not stupid. I don't give away personal, private information. I'm surprised you found papers out there digging in my personal stuff. I was wondering, is there any way I could sue you for digging around in my private shit out there, if that is my writing? Is there? Can I sue people for digging in my...
Is that your handwriting or what? Why don't you show it to her?
I didn't see it. No. Well, that's not my handwriting, no. Is that yours?
What about this one? Do you have one of your writing samples that I could just do a comparative analysis of the handwriting?
Oh, so you can prosecute me?
No, I'm not prosecuting.
But why would I feel safe in showing you my personal papers?
Okay, that's your decision to make.
Oh, you could prosecute me, throw me in jail. I mean,
I can't throw you in jail. I don't have the ability. I have no criminal ability.
what could you do?
I could place you in a psychiatric hospital for up to 72 hours.
We already talked about it.
Jesus,
His opinion.
Jesus doesn't want me to go in the hospital.
Okay.
Jesus wants me to divorce the man.
Fair enough.
That's what he wants.
Fair enough.
Who wants that? The doctor?
Jesus,
Oh, Jesus does.
Jesus wants me to divorce him, not go into the hospital.
Have you ever been to the triage center before?
She's not gonna give it up, sir.
No.
That's
That's it.
different than the hospital.
She needs to give it up. Because
What?
Jesus Christ says something. I'm gonna.
Why don't you sit down, okay?
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures.
Well, Carrie? Carrie? I just wanted to say thank you for talking with us today. And is there anything else that you think we should know before we leave today?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I mean, you're not gonna help me get divorced from this man, are you?
You know, I would love to help you, but that's beyond my realm of practice, so I apologize about that. But I do really want you to follow up with your doctor about your heart condition. You and Jesus need to figure that out with your doctor, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what I need help with.
Well, with that?
Yeah.
Does your doctor's office have a social worker that could help with that? Have you ever asked about that?
I don't think so.
I'd call your doctor's office and get an appointment with the social worker.
Okay.
Okay? Because if you need help with it, that's the way to go. Okay?
What are you guys from the, what mental institute is that?
We're with Snohomish County Mental Health.
Compass Health? Compass.
Do you have the crisis line phone number?
No, you can leave that. You can leave it.
What's the...
Yeah, go ahead and leave it. I want you to look at my security automized
Do you have a piece of paper I could write that down on? I didn't come
Do you want to get her a piece of paper?
The paper.
Thank you.
Where did you get those papers?
Oh, in a bag outside.
A garbage bag?
No, they weren't in a garbage bag.
Why would you pick something up off the ground?
Well, I was handed them.
You were handed them from Tim Henderson?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. That's why he's getting divorced. This man is a mad fucker. And a mad fucker. I'm out. I'm divorced from Dad. He's a mad as hell fucker. It's over.
I have a pen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
See, Trissa, your dad will use anything to kick my ass and hurt me too. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to help you.
No, he's a devil and a devilish fucker, and he's getting divorced.
No reason to argue.
Okay. Carrie? Carrie? Here's the number to the crisis line. You can give them a call at any point if you have questions about things, and they can refer you to who you need to talk to, okay? And then, like I said, I would make you put with the social worker at your doctor's office about that particular, okay?
But you know, Tim Henderson's probably just trying to help me. But women don't like this. You know that.
Well, women like to be independent too. Is that what you're thinking?
Independent, what do you mean?
Well, like, we like to make our own decisions and stuff.
Yeah, and see, I don't like it, this man, because he wants me on 5 drugs just to have marriage, sex. What do you think about that, lady?
I think you have to make a decision on that, and if it's not something you want to do, then that's your decision to make.
And if he knows that's not good for me health-wise,
But that's why I would talk to your doctor about what's best for you health-wise. Because my understanding is that your cholesterol was a little elevated, so So do you need to go on medication for that?
No, that was when I was fat. I was fat. I lost 30, 40 pounds.
Were you trying to lose weight?
Well, yeah, because of my cholesterol and diabetes.
Oh, okay. Like that. Okay. Okay. So I think it'd be just good to go see your doctor and see what he
Yeah, remember?
recommends. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, I'm hurt because I'm hurt emotionally because of this man.
But then also see your counselor to talk about that hurt thing.
He won't go. He doesn't go.
He's not gonna know. What about you go? To talk about that.
Because I have God that heals me up, so I don't need one.
Okay, that's your decision, but it's nice to have someone to talk to.
I know, woman, but see, I have God to talk to. See, I know you're always different from me, but I do. I'm all right.
But really call your doctor to follow up, okay?
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, him and I have been together for 25 years.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, cool. You don't hear that often that people are in that long of a relationship with their doctor, you know?
Oh, actually, it's more like 28 years. Yeah, him and I have known each other forever. We like each other.
Yeah.
We're always been together. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But this man here is really weird. That's really funny because Tim Henderson, I can't figure him out. That's why I have these papers because, you see, it's, I can't take it. It's all about his own way. In his own way, too. It's not anything to do with mine. Or what I know, or nothing. Really. It's about himself, his own light.
Well, I can't tell you what's right for your marriage, but what I can tell you is that you really need to follow up with your doctor, okay, Carrie? Okay. So even if you could call today to make an appointment, that would be really great. Okay? All right. Any other questions that you have for me at all?
I just have one question.
Okay.
Now, in a court of law, do they mind if I use bad language? Or, do they mind?
You know, I guess it depends on the situation. I know they don't like abbreviations. I know for like all my legal paperwork, I have to spell everything out. Sometimes in my legal paperwork, if somebody swears, I'll put it in quotations in my paperwork. What is the situation that you're speaking of?
Yeah, like right here. It says, I don't think that man should live here because he's a wounding fucker. You know?
He's a what?
Wounding fucker.
Wounding fucker?
Yeah, I put wounding fucker. That means he's hurt too much.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know if I should use that. He was okay.
I think you need to trust what you think. Do you think it's okay?
Well, they don't mind in the court. A lot of judge doesn't use that on against the woman.
Well, the judge is going to look at all the evidence.
Catholic Community Services. They offer assistance. Snohomish County has, places that can help. Section 8. You have brothers, sisters.
Yeah, I have a brother.
Yeah. There's all kinds of. You gotta finally just say, you know what?
Yeah, I am.
This can't continue.
I'm calling everybody.
Yeah. So has the doctor seen her behave like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
And which doctor is that?
Dr. Vandermeer?
Okay, and so he suggested they call.
Us and
Well,
this is your
to
call.
go to the hospital.
This is your call. But maybe you need to speak to somebody, a supervisor or something, and just mention what you've observed today.
well, we just have to. What our problem is a dangerousness. She has every right to be psychotic.
Yeah.
It's the next step of
Right.
dangerousness, and we have to be able to prove that to the judge. It's not that we all see we've got a mental disorder.
Oh, the streets are full of people like her.
Yeah,
And we don't have enough to arrest them and take them into jail, or take them into protective custody.
and we're trying. Andrea's in there trying. We're trying to get something.
Right.
Her lab work was all perfect when she was. So we're.
I've
Right at the line.
I've suggested to your dad that maybe you and your brother and your dad do something different in the future.
Different how?
Well, if your mom won't get help, maybe move and go stay with a friend or a family member until she decides, hey, look, my family isn't here. She needs something to jumpstart her situation. You know what I mean?
A change?
Change. I wouldn't let her drive the car, and so I've suggested to your dad that he disabled her car and not let her drive until she gets help. And tell her, I'll give you back the keys, you know, or I'll start the car for you when you take your medication, or when you go in and sit down with a mental health professional. Okay, and we'll be more than happy to give her a ride. I always, in situations like this, I suggest an aid car, and the aid cars will do it for us. And
I think you might be convincing her to go to the ER, which would be good.
this just can't continue to happen, to just kind of smolder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not a healthy situation for you guys either. I know that if I had to live here and I watched my mom, because I'm sure your mom was healthy and vibrant and had a job and carried on just fine. So, you know, somewhere along the line something happened and she just kind of stepped into another realm of life, and that's where she's at. But we need to bring her back into the old mom. But how we do that, I don't know.
I think Andrew might be convincing her to go.
That would be great.
I think we're getting closer here.
I pray about everything before I just do things.
I understand.
So you give me 5 minutes here.
Could I give you 3 just because the officer, we have to kind of wait if he's going to give you a ride up there? I'll check back in 3 minutes. Okay, thanks.
And you go and you can listen because you're able to eat. But I'm not mature enough to think that. It hurt. Just
I thought that they were going to exclude me.
hurt my feelings.
They were just talking about they included me in the position, but they're just talking about how there's a lot of people out there like this, and they're trying to figure out how to get help.
They better take her away today.
I'm surprised they haven't noticed this.
Maybe they don't care.
As if they, as if I can hear them because it talks so quiet. Say cheese. Yep.
I can't go out.
What?
I can't go out.
No, it's what really kind of great stuff. So in a couple of minutes I'll go back and
How many of your cars work here?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah. I'll take her to bed. I told her earlier it didn't work. I was blocking it, so she was trying to leave.
Which car does she drive when she leaves?
The Toyota.
Okay. So you were blocking her with your van?
Oh,
Okay.
okay. That would be the best outcome if she's willing to go.
And she would want her heart monitored, whether it just be her pulse or something, when she's taking psychiatric medications.
Fair enough, they can have a
What
pulse
would-
ox on.
What would happen if your husband took her there and you guys followed? Would that be something you guys could do, is join them at the hospital and then lay it out?
I wouldn't normally do that.
That's the thing that we.
So who would talk to her when she got there? A social worker. And as long as they promise to sign a contract and come in for counseling, then they let them back out the door. People that are violent and scary.
So here's what we've called the ERs and tried to bridge it, and what happens is that they need to do their own assessment of it, and that when we give them direction, they're like, okay, that's great, that's your assessment of it, but we need to do our own because they're going to be the ones that are placing her.
No. Not the hospital social worker.
Yeah, that's who places her.
No.
That's who would be finding her a psychiatric bed. We wouldn't be doing that. Because it's on a voluntary basis. Because
Okay.
we can't.
Okay, because
We
it's on
can't.
a voluntary.
Yeah.
But we can give them information. We can help them understand what's going on here.
Okay.
That piece we can do.
Okay. I was confused as to
Sorry, yeah.
voluntary and involuntary.
Yeah, no, if it's
Involuntary.
a-
Yeah.
Because I have not had good success with them on a,
On a voluntary basis, or
they just let them right back out.
it's
I've seriously, and we've been back within the end of shift. We've been back.
back to the.
So,
Well, it's a hard part too, though, because we get referrals from police deputies all the time, and sometimes they present very differently with us, and yeah, we take everything into consideration. But when we read them their rights, they sober up to the reality of the situation sometimes, and you know,
that's why you don't.
that's why we don't read rights. Is that
That's
what
why
you
you
said?
shouldn't be doing that. I mean, did you notice how she was different with you and with me? When I would tell her go sit down, she
Yeah.
went right over and sat down. Yeah. Some of the smartest people are.
It's
crazy.
amazing what happens when we read rights. But we have to because it's a civil commitment, so we have to do it. But it's amazing how they all of a sudden.
Right, but see, I don't know that I would read them your rights until you've made a decision that
But-
you're going to do that.
But if they talk to us, then I can use it in the petition. So they have to be advised ahead of time because otherwise I'm writing down things in the petition and I'm going backwards, and that's not fair to them. They have to know what I'm doing and be upfront.
Yeah. Mm.
I know, which is a little opposite of how when you're arresting you do, right? You kind of get the information and then make your decision. For us, we have to be upfront
Right.
because otherwise I couldn't put anything that they said in the petition. For the judge.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay, well, I just wanted to let you know that the option is on the table for you, okay? Okay, great. Well, thank you. It was very nice to meet you today. Take good care, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And God bless you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Starts to throw stuff outside. You need to dial 911 and get us around because we need to keep documenting every single time. You're not bothering us. That's our job. Okay? That's our job is to kind of diffuse situations. So,
Snake. If she's doing national.
yeah. Calls. And, you know, if this doesn't change for the better, you need to think about your children. And think about what route you need to go. Don't allow this to just continue
Yeah,
to smolder.
I'm looking into all kinds of things,
Okay.
trying to get my head through that.
Yeah. I mean, you've already lost your job. What more? Or, you know,
Trying to get it back.
right. Which bus company?
It's First Transit.
Where's that out of?
It's near Bowling Field.
Okay.
We work for Community Transit,
Okay.
Town Transit.
All right.
The union says that they violated our contract, our labor contract, termination.
Okay. Now, the bottom line is, if you get a domestic violence tag on any kind of employment, it's really hard to get a job.
Right. Well, that
So
we
if
do.
Yeah. You need to call us. Don't hesitate.
Thank you.
And you have our number as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Things are definitely moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
Things are definitely moving in the right direction. I got an umbrella now.
I thought they were going to take her away today, though.
What?
I thought they were going to take her today.
Do you think that she's going to suddenly be normal? She's going to have an episode again.
And we're gonna call.
Okay, it was right at the line. They can clearly see that
So
she's
next time
mentally.
she has an episode, we call them.
When she gets violent, threatening, throwing that stuff out, okay, threatening any physical harm to herself or others, they need to see her when she's out of her mind. And the officer, he's given me cover. So I've seen it. I know that there's something very wrong here and it's not your fault. He said it would help if we cleaned up the yard. I got two able-bodied kids. This is going to make a big difference. Because if I were a neighbor, I would be wondering what's going on over here. So we
Yeah.
gotta get this place cleaned up, you know, so that we appear good. But she's gonna slip into a delusions again, and she's gonna start doing stuff again, and that's when we call 911 and have them come out and talk with her.
911.
Yeah, but the thing is, they really wanted to take her, but if they did, they would be violating her rights. They have to, she has to be either violent toward herself or causing herself harm or others harm physically.
Oh. She
Okay,
doesn't
so
do
if
that.
She
she's
hardly gets
throwing
physical.
my stuff out, she's breaking the law. The officer told me, disable her car and then see how she reacts. So, we need to monitor the situation. But I think things are moving in the right direction. We're a healthy outfit.
Kind of made me sad when I came out here and he said to go in there. She can come out here and listen because she's 18, I assume.
Right.
I wanted to listen.
You know. And a lot of it's like my head's still spinning, you know. There's other people I need to talk to. You know, there's the church. Actually, I should go to the church now and disable her car.
How am I going to drive now?
Yeah. I don't know. He told, the officer told me, the sheriff told me that if this were my wife, if she were acting like that, I wouldn't let her on the road. I
She
would not
drives
let her
fine,
drive.
that's the thing.
Pardon me?
She drives fine.
But her state of mind is so in another world. But then they said those people walk on the streets every day that are psychotic, that they don't have enough to you know, put them in the hospital for treatment over.
But she does.
Huh?
But she does.
I know. Evident.
Does she have enough?
She's right on the line.
Mm.
She's right on the line.